Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our weekly team meeting, Kangen World team meeting. Hello Denton, hello Gidon, Juan, Barbara, Amy, Watson. So we've got people, our leadership team from all over the world on this call. We're going to record the call to share with as many people as possible. It will be on the YouTube channel afterwards. So I'm just going to share my screen. Right, can you all see my screen? Hands up. Okay, so today what we're going to be talking about is building momentum, how you can build momentum in your Enagic business, your Kangen water business. So you've heard this phrase, all out massive action, right? AOMA. It's very popular right now. But I just want to try and simplify it for you and go from a position where just where I learned this from, and a colleague shared this initial part of the presentation to me last week, and it reminded me of how I really built my Enagic business in the beginning. So I just want to share that with you. So the key truth about the Kangen business. You've all heard of Eric Worre. Have you all heard about Eric Worre? Eric Worre is probably the top network marketing coach and trainer in the world. So, I mean, there are others, but right now he's probably about the most followed, the most popular. I don't know whether any of you have got this book, but it was really profound when I got this book. And I bought so many, I gave them out to my team when I was doing offline seminars. It's the book called GoPro, 7 Steps to be a Network Marketing Professional. And of course, everybody that's on this meeting right now is a network marketing professional, whether you're full-time or part-time. This is your business. You are professionals in this business. He has trained over 100 US dollar millionaires in this industry. Now, this is what he found in his experience, that the majority of people that have earned $1 million and above in a network marketing business attribute 80 to 90% of their income to a short burst of energy, you know, an initial huge period of action in their business. Most of them take a massive amount of action in the first 90 days or in a 90-day period. So for the purpose of this presentation, what we're talking about is the next 90 days from now. And I want you to take this to your heart, because if you've got serious ambitions in this business, this is what you want to do from now. So 6-figure a year earners did 90 days of all out massive action at least once. And the people that have earned 7 figures and above did it more than once. So they did more than one period of 90 days of absolutely going all in, cancelling everything else and going all in on building new prospects into business leaders in their team, whilst also maintaining the team, the relationships and motivating the teams that they've already got. Now in Enagic, these are some of the people that have done exactly that. Now in Enagic, the key leadership position to begin with is 6A. Every one of these people that you see on the screen, Romy Vadera, Sam Sia, Bernard Chan and Nori, all of them achieved 6A in 3 months or less. In fact, Nori did it in 18 days. Now that's because, I don't want to oversell this, that's because all of them had key relations with other network marketing leaders. So they recruited network marketers. So I'm not saying from now till the end of June, you should be a 6A by copying them, but they all had initial network marketing contacts. But nevertheless, I can witness it took me 2 years to make 6A. And I can attribute that to a period when I first began and just going crazy with the news. I needed to. I had lost my job. I needed an income. I went all in for 90 days, And that set me up the following year for when the momentum happened within my group. So just let me. So the key shift for your future is all out massive action. It's just immersing yourself in this as a business. Now that can be part-time immersion or full-time immersion. That's up to you, but you've got to focus on this business in a disciplined way for 90 days. Now, the analogy is about an aeroplane. So when you watch the video that I've recommended everybody, how to recruit 20 people in 30 days with Eric Worre, his analogy is about an aeroplane taking off. So how much power does an aeroplane need to take off? Anybody answer that that's not seen that video? How much power does an aeroplane need to take off in percentages? Anybody? You've all seen the video, I know. So can you take off an aeroplane with 50% power? Well, first of all, you know, if you're just going to go a little bit, you're not really pressing the accelerator. You're not really an action taker. That's 50% of people. They say they're going to do it, but they don't. They say they're going to share water. They say they're going to talk to people about it, but it just becomes too much trouble. So they don't make any effort. So they're not going to get their business off the ground. They're not going to take off. They're wasting the opportunity. Now, if they're just an end user and they all of them declared that they're going to be an end user, that doesn't count. This is the people that say they want to build Enagic as a business. If they're not making any effort, they're wasting it. It's rusting away. And they're just going to quit. They've thrown away a global business because they just don't get off the ground. Then there's the people that say, oh, I'll try it and see it. That's 40% of the people. Okay, so they make a bit of effort, but they stop too early. They take some action, they don't get any results, they face rejection and they quit, or they just play safe. Slow and steady wins the race. Have you heard the race between the tortoise or the turtle, the tortoise and the hare? Well, a lot of people say to me, don't quit, just keep on going. But believe me, it doesn't win the race in network marketing. Slow and steady might get you a sale every now and again, but it doesn't win the race. In network marketing, it's the people that put the most effort in the beginning that win the race. It's the hare. I mean, that's why we're talking this about all out massive action. It's huge amounts of action off the starting line. So this thing, oh, you know, if you don't quit, you'll be successful. It's not true. You can not quit, but if you're not doing anything, you're not really building your business. So 8% of people get some sort of success with Enagic. They experience some results. They get a 5-figure month, you know, like or a big 4-figure month. And I've enjoyed those 5-figure months, but then they kind of enjoy it too soon before the income's sustainable, and then they kind of crash because they get disappointed and they've got to start again. It's important to keep going. And it's the final 2% people that are really, really serious in Enagic that get the greatest rewards. So how many distributors in the UK say, right? So in the UK, we've got about 11,000, 12,000 sales since the company started in Europe, probably about 10 years ago. So how many 6A2-2s are there in the UK? About 2. 3, 4 maybe at the most, because most people quit at the premature success level or don't even get there. The 90-day all-out massive action means you're going to be amongst the 2%. Now, my guess is, although there's not a lot of people on this call, you're amongst the 2%. You're amongst the 2% that you gave me your faith, that you gave me some time to share this with you. They give 100% effort despite having disappointing results. If you don't quit, that's great, as long as you're making the effort and making changes and working out what's working, and follow the people that are doing it the right way. We've got lots and lots of Zoom calls going on with successful Enagic distributors up from all around the world. At 8 o'clock UK time every Saturday morning, there's a series of calls with our Malaysian leaders, if you like, Sam Sear and his crew. And one of you could do that presentation one Saturday. But if you want to succeed, follow them, because they succeed. So 100% effort needs to be made consistently, at least for those first 90 days. And then your plane takes off. And once your plane has taken off, then you can go into cruise control. Now, I'm admitting I'm in cruise control right now, but my 90 days is going to start in April, when I can get out of my house and start driving and sharing water again. And I've got a strategy, and I'm going to help my UK team as well to build my business through them. So, and I'm going to share that with you probably next week, what we're going to do. But, you know, to succeed with Enagic, and I know all of you want to succeed, all of you should at least desire to be a 6A by this time next year, and that's achievable for every single one in this room. You've got to put huge amounts of effort in for the next 90 days and find people that are going to do that as well as you. Because I'm not mentioning any names. I've had 6As that took 11 months and a 6A it took 9 years. Okay, so the speed of all this is up to you, but it's the people that do the 90 days all out massive action whose teams grow without them in the end. Now, my story is, it took me 18 months to get past 4A, but the 5 months after, from 4A to 6A, because I'd built an ambitious team and they took over. Now, during that time, I lost my wife through cancer. In these last 5 months, I lost my wife through cancer, and I lost a kidney through cancer. And all that time, I was overcoming grief and overcoming a major operation. My team did 70 sales. So, you know, once you create the momentum, it's out of your hands, and then you can go into cruise control. And I intend to do that again. So if what you do now can dramatically change your income in 2021, your income in 5 years, your income in 10 years, what would it mean to you? Think about that. What's it going to mean to you if you put 90 days of serious action with your business from now till April, May, June, end of June? So how is that going to affect your life? Will it make your life better because you've helped hundreds of people into better health, that you've improved your income, that you haven't got the stress of money worries or whatever, you've built new friendships, you've been able to travel, you're coming with me and Barbara to Okinawa in March, you know, next year. We're going to have a big party in Okinawa. We're going to go to a factory in Osaka. We're going to look around all the wonderful sites in Kyoto. You know, we're going to play golf with Mr. Oshiro. We're going to have a wonderful time. Are you coming with me? Who's going to come with me? Well, you can do if you do what we're suggesting now. if you can do all of that, what you dream of doing in the next 5, 10 years, would you hold back anything at all? If I say, right, from now till the end of this year, you could be earning a 6-figure income a year part-time with Enagic, would you hold back? What is stopping you? Well, it's true, you can do, and it's happened. It's happened to me. It's happened to many other people. Those people that I showed you that did this with Enagic, they're all millionaires. They've got, you know, amazing homes. I've been to Sam Sear's house. It's amazing, right? So what would it cost you to do nothing at all? So if you took in what we're talking about today and you didn't do anything, what would that cost you? It would cost you the money, the travel, the security, the building new friendships and relationships. But most of all, it would cost you not being able to help hundreds of people into better health. So would you be willing to go for an all-out massive action period of 90 days from now? Hands up, everybody. Would you do it? If I showed you a way how you can achieve it, would you do it? Well, that's where we're going now, right? I'm going to tell you how you can do it. But what I want you to do is I want you to imagine what your life is like after this period. I want you to think about your vision, what you wanted to achieve this year. What's your world going to look like in 6 months' time? I want you to think about that. Now I'm going to talk about money now. You know, maybe next week we'll talk about water, but I want to talk about money. But when you see what I'm presenting to you, I want you to think about the people that are buying these machines and how that's going to help them. I always think if I sell a machine, it's going to help at least 10 people to improve their health. Sometimes it's a lot more, but that's the family where the unit is, their family, their friends. They're going to get the water. You're going to help them to benefit from the health, just like it helped my health. Like having one kidney which had chronic kidney disease. And now that's not the case. That I was suffering in real bad bowel pain because I had diverticulitis and I was getting prescription medication for the pain. I don't suffer from that anymore because of the water. You know, I want you to know that every time you sell a machine, you're helping somebody in their search for better health. So you can seek out people like that, or you can seek out people like me who help more people. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. And how I want you to encourage you to do it is help them get their money back. So what I want you to do is just keep going, but keep going with great effort. So don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Right? Now I've decided I'm not done. People keep telling me, Pete, you should retire. You're 73 years old. Stop it. Rest. I can't. I've still got purpose within Kangen. I've still got a desire to achieve something in my personal life with me and Yada, with the money. But I've also got a desire to share people with this water with people so they can benefit as my health has done and the health of many, many people. And if you want to hear a wonderful testimony from somebody that's here tonight, speak to Gidon. Gidon bought this, the machine off me because his wife had cancer. You talk to Gidon and get his story. So don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Okay, so here's the money. Now we've been through this before. You've all seen this before, right? Yeah, you've all seen it. I love presenting this because it works, right? So I'm presuming everybody here is at least 1A. You've sold at least one unit, but so you need to sell 3 personal units to get to 2A. Okay. So when you sell a unit on your 1A leg, say you found Barbara, right? So Barbara's, I can't remember how many sales she's had, but she's had more than 200, right? So if you sell a unit to Barbara, can you imagine the duplication at 175 for you? because you get 175 for every sale she does until the whole commission structure is gone, which is 1,400 euros. And this is for the SD501. I do not present on the K8. The K8 is 250 euros. So, you know, I present on the lower level. I don't want you to think that I'm over egging this. So if you sold a machine to me over 700, I think 1,000 sales, can you imagine what that would do? So if you find resellers to share this water with you, inspire them about the business, you can imagine what that could mean to you financially. When you make your third sale, you become a 2A. My 2A is 6A, Ruth Ampun in America. So she's made over 200 sales. So 350 times 200, you can imagine. I love Ruth, I actually do. I've been over there to Chicago twice to visit the family and train her team. So imagine if you're looking for resellers, they can change your life even at 1A and 2A. Now, my 6A that went, became 6A in 11 months, his first two people, his 1A sales, his first two sales, they took him there. There were two ladies that have made over 170 sales between them, and they took him to 6A from just those two sales. Once you make 10 group sales, your next personal sale promotes you. That could be 15. Until you make a personal sale, you don't get promoted. So then you're making 525 a sale. Now just think about, who do you know that can help you to become a 3A? It's only 10 sales, so it's only 11 sales, and all of a sudden you're a 3A and you're getting 525 for a sale. That's 1,000 euros a sale for a K8. When you make 10 more sales, your next personal sale takes you to 4A. That's 700 euros for the 501. That's 1,000 euros, sorry, for the K8. So 750 for the K8 on 3A, 1,000 euros for the 4A. Now, again, a personal story. I started my wife Yada's business. I gave her a couple of people, and she went to 4A on her third sale because the people on her 1A leg took her over 20 sales. So she missed 2A and 3A. She went straight to 4A. 4A, 700. And then when you make 30 more sales as a group, your next personal sale takes you to 5A. And then one sale each from that point, your next sale takes you to 6A. And from that point, you're making 1,050 euros per 501 sale and 1,500 euros for a K8. So I just want to show you how quickly people can get their money back. And this is the start for you. This is where I want you to go. I want you to help people to get sales through your efforts. So just imagine you starting again, a 0A. You make 2 sales, you're still a 1A, you've got 175, and on your third sale, you make 350. Now, this is the all-out massive action I want from you. I want you to help every personal sale that you make a 2A. Now, can we relate this to the gym? Amy, you're a gym monster. So is Barbara, right? You all go to the gym. Winston Denton's a world champion bodybuilder, you know. So when you enroll in a gym, what happens? The gym instructor gives you an induction, don't they? They show you all the equipment, show you how it works. You choose your program, you stick to your program for what you want to achieve. Who's best to induct new the new members, you know, the new purchasers of your 501 or your K8? Who's best to induct their friends and family? It's not the customer, is it? It's you. You're the personal trainer. You're the expert. It's no good making a sale and just considering yourself a salesperson. You're a sponsor. So what you've got to do is take responsibility and say to every one of those new people, right, let's get your machine fixed up, then invite all your friends and family around. We'll have a bit of a party. I'm going to show them the value of this unit, how it works, and why you bought it. Okay. And then from there, I'm gonna arrange that we can go round to theirs and do a presentation as well. So you're inducting friends and family. Who, if between you and the customer, who's best to get the sale there? It's right. It's you, because you can communicate the value. You can share the value of the unit. If I paid €4,000 for a K8 the first time, and then my friends came in my kitchen and said, "Oh, what's that?" I'd say, "It's a water ionizer and it does this. How much did it cost? €4,000. What's the reaction? You're going to get buyer's remorse, aren't you? You know, because you're not really, you know, if I bought a car, I'm not a car salesman. I wouldn't know how to share the benefits of my car. So it's the, you know, so you're the expert. So you be the expert. Okay. So if you made 3 sales and you help them become a 2A, this is your reward. Your next sale after that, just that one cycle, and you're a 3A. So that's €3,325 to you. Now, could you do that in a month? Yeah? No? Could you do it in 3 months? Could you sell 3 machines and help them get 3 in 3 months? Yes? No? Could you do it in 6 months? Right? So if you did it in 6 months, it's still €500 income a month. That's a good part-time income for a lot of people. That's a better car, holidays. You know, if you did it in a month, that'd be amazing, right? Well, those people that we talked about, Sam Sear and Romy Vadera, they were 6As in 3 months. We're talking about 3A in 3 months, €1,000 a month. So let's take it further. You're a 3A now. So you've recovered your investment. So by doing that, by telling people, let me help you recover your investment, all of a sudden the cost of the unit becomes less and less. And you've got a 3A in your team. And you share the same process with all these other people. And then, you know, they've got 3As in their team. And you start building up a believability that this could be a good part-time additional income in their home. And for you, a full-time income, because the more you teach people to duplicate, the more the duplication happens without your knowledge, without things, you doing anything. I've talked to Barbara and Guidon particularly over years, and now they just do it themselves and let me know they've done it, you know, because they're experts now and they've got believability because it's happened for them. So let's take it a step further, should we? You're a 3A. So that person is a 3A now. Can you do it again? Well, if you've done it once, you can do it again. You can do it twice, can't you? So you find 3 more people and you do exactly the same. Look at the difference now, because you're getting $525 a sale instead of $175. And then soon, if you duplicate these 2 people, your next lot, you're a 4A and you're making €700 a sale. It's just helping people to 2A. I think that's, for me, that's all out massive action, right? Because you're busy in people's homes, or you're doing Zooms, or you're sharing videos or whatever. But for people like Romy and Sam, that's not all out massive action. That's just being active. But your earnings from just that one cycle are €7,000. Now, if you did that in a month, that would be spectacular. But you remember, you've got the other team still going without you. You've got them going there doing their thing, and you've done this again. That's €7,000, whether you do it in a month or 3 months. if you add that 1A and 2A leg to this leg, you can imagine where the income's coming from. It becomes a 4A business, becomes a 6A business because of the activity within the group. Same with 4A. Look what happens as a 4A. You're duplicating by 700 euros. You know, you're making, one cycle is making 8,400. So if you're doing all these in 6 months, you're still making a high 4-figure income just by helping people to 2A, just getting them understanding that you can help them get their money back. 5A, it just goes, you know, remember, you've got a 5A leg, you're making a couple of sales, you're helping them to 2A, you do the same again, and it's 10,500 euros. And it's obviously more if you're selling K8s. And all the while you've got that 1A, those 2A, those 3A, those 4A people moving forward. And all you're doing is you're helping people to 2A. So if you make 10 501 sales a month from 4A onwards, that's 7,000 euros. That's 10 sales within your whole group. Our team we've got over 100 sales in some months. So you can imagine how this can work. You only need a few ambitious people to make this work for you. And all you're doing is helping people to 2A, and celebrate it. When you've helped somebody to 2A, tell everybody in the WhatsApp group and the Facebook group, yes, celebrate it. It's a big thing, 2A. Oh, sorry. Just let me get back to that last slide because it's important. What Mr. Oshiro says is, don't simply tell someone you appreciate them, show them. Give them the gift of your time, your smile, your warmth, your sincerity. People are waiting to hear from you. Now, Mr. Oshiro talks about 3 healths. Tonight, we've talked about the financial health, but there's the physical health from the water, and there's the mental health, or the well-being of being kind to one another and becoming a Kangen family, if you like. And that's where I've benefited this last few months from you guys, the guys of you when I was really poorly, the guys of you that contacted me, phoned me or messaged me. That's the well-being that we have as a Kangen Well family. You know, that's kept me going. You know, there are a number of times this last year where I've gone to bed and I wasn't sure I'd wake up in the morning. But all that time, you guys were there for me. And I'll never forget that. But that's what that 3rd health is all about. So they're my contact details. If anybody wants to contact me, your team, you guys directly, just give me a call, message me on WhatsApp or Facebook, and ask me, and I'll do my best to help you. I'm going to start my 90 days. I am determined to achieve a goal with Enagic over the course of the next year. That's going to take me to a next level, might even make me retire. But the greatest thrill I'll get is when you achieve your goals. When you're on the phone to me saying, Pete, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I do this? And then you go quiet because you know what you're doing and you don't need me. And that's the time that I'll look forward to most. You know, because Barbara and Guidon, the 6As, and Eddie, the 6As that are on this call, they don't need me anymore, but they're making sales every month. They're building a business for themselves and their families, and that makes me proud. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share now. I'm going to stop the recording. Where is that? And then